Thank you, Speaker. Speaker, to the Premier. Last week, the Financial Accountability Officer confirmed what Ontarians already knew. The Premier's wrong-headed hydro-borrowing scheme will end up costing families and businesses more in the long run. The borrowing scheme will add nearly $45 billion to Ontario hydro bills after a few years of temporary relief. In light of this confirmation, now there can be no doubt about the effect of this politically motivated scheme. Does the Premier plan to present Ontarians with a better option?
Minister of Energy.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. We work very closely with the Financial Accountability Officer to provide information and analysis on our proposed Fair Hydro plan, and we welcome his final report, Mr. Speaker, because the FAO report confirms the foundation of the Fair Hydro plan, a cut in electricity rates by 25% on average for all residential consumers and as many as 500,000 small businesses and farms, Mr. Speaker. And what's more, rate increases will be held to the rate of inflation for 4 years, while low-income Ontarians and those living in eligible rural and northern communities would see savings of up to 40 to 50%. And it's important to remember, Mr. Speaker, that the FAO's projection of electricity costs reflects a point-in-time estimate that demonstrates how we can ensure greater fairness and affordability in the short term and medium term. And for the long term, we are focused on our long-term energy plan, which will lay out our plan to continue to keep costs down. Families in the province, Mr. Speaker, have asked for real, immediate relief on their electricity bills, and that's why we are working to deliver the largest rate reduction in Ontario's history if this legislation is passed, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you. Supplementary.
Speaker, again to the Premier. The FAO is a non-partisan, independent officer of the legislature whose sole job is to protect the people of Ontario. He told us, without doubt, that Ontario families and businesses will be worse off in 10 years under the Premier's hydro scheme than they would be if there was no intervention at all. How can the Premier just ignore the FAO and forge ahead when she knows that her plan will end up doing more damage than good?
Thank you. Minister.
Thank you, Speaker. Again, a 25% reduction in the short term, holding the cost to inflation for the next 4 years, and bringing forward the long-term energy plan will continue to keep the rates as low as possible for families, small businesses and farms right across our great province, Mr. Speaker. And as mentioned, it's important to remember the FAO's projection of electricity costs. It reflects a point in time that estimates and demonstrates how we can ensure greater fairness and affordability in the short and the medium term, Mr. Speaker. The FAO report confirmed the foundation of the Fair Hydro plan, that we will be reducing rates by 25% on average for families, small businesses and farms right across our province, Mr. Speaker. And for those that live in rural and northern parts of our province, they will see a 40 to 50% reduction. Thanks to us in the Fair Hydro plan, Mr. Speaker, the opposition parties are voting against that.